this to you, man. This song is so. This is
We on the go?
Yeah, we on the go, but them folks keep on popping them firecrackers, but I might have to close my window. They sure let them go.
Hood Guru Worldwide, man. Checking back in. Hood Guru T.
Guru Hood checking in.
Man, you know, coming back, man. Holla at y'all. We know y'all been waiting on the content, man. We appreciate. We appreciate. Excuse me. Every subscription that we got, man. Every comment. You know what I mean? All the love that we done got, man. All the views.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That first and foremost. You know, we just man, we got a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, that we gonna give y'all, man. A lot of good content, you know, as we said before, you know, last time, like I said, you know, we were kinda in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? We really just chilling right now, you know.
Kick back real hard.
Kick back real hard, you know what I'm saying? And we just doing what we do, man. Good politicking, you know. I had them ran across video with a late Nipsey Hussle, man. I'm about to gonna play that for y'all real quick, man. Just you know, just something we gonna touch on real quick. Put it right on the table.
We had convos about music, about business, and I asked Puff what his worst mistake was. More so than with the successes is always publicized. We always hear about the successes.
Right.
I'm just like, what you think your worst mistake was, or
that's a good question.
What you think you did wrong?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it on camera, but he gave me an answer, and I took some game from it.
Next time I see him, I'm gonna ask him what it is, because I'm so curious.
Yeah.
And it probably was a good answer.
Sure, and it made sense when he said it to me. I'm like, yeah, because as a fan watching it from the outside, I agree. That probably was a time where you had to recover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, but Puff didn't. I think anybody like you gotta expect mistakes.
Oh yeah.
You can't be so rigid that you feel like you.
Shout out, man, to Nessa on L. That's who originally did the interview. And shout out to Millhouse. That's the YouTube channel that actually posted it to their YouTube. That was the late Nipsey Hussle, man. You know, respect him. Shout out to him. And you know that's a major that's a major topic, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, to just talk about, man, like that. I mean, just major game in general. You feel me?
Right.
You know, this man had a chance to sit down and talk to P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And the main question, you know what I'm saying, that was really just on his mind. And the main thing that, you know, he wanted to ask this man was, you know, what your biggest mistake was.
What your biggest mistake was.
Like, you know,
powerful.
That's powerful. You know what I'm saying? And we sit back and we just, you know what I mean, think about that. Like, how many people are actually going to sit there when they have the opportunity to talk to somebody who they feel is successful? You know what I'm saying? Someone who they feel done reached the level that they want to reach and ask them, what was your biggest mistake? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's major. Because at the end of the day, a lot of times what made you successful was your biggest mistake.
A lot of times what made you successful was your biggest mistake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what made you successful. You feel me? Because you know not to go back down that avenue again, because if you keep making that mistake and you ain't never learning from it.
And let me stop you right there, because when you say that, it sounds like you kind of speaking from experience a little bit, like you know the weight what your mistakes made, but also what you learned from it too.
Oh, most definitely, man. You know, just speaking from a personal experience, I would say my biggest mistake was being affiliated, you know what I'm saying, with gangs at a young age. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, being intrigued by, you know, seeing certain family members, you know, making money, flashing money in front of my face at a young age, you know what I'm saying, and you know, making certain statements like, you know, get you some money, little nigga, you feel me, like, you know, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what got me involved in a lot of activities that I shouldn't even have been involved in. You know what I'm saying? But at a young age, I was intrigued with money. You know what I'm saying? And even to this day, you know, a lot of people, a lot of young people, especially, they feel like that's the way. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can just get me a whole bunch of money, you know what I'm saying? I'm there. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you know that ain't really the case. You know, so you know that was my biggest mistake was believing in that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, at a young age, you know that's when you're really most vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? When you're around a lot of things, you soak things up like a sponge. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get too deep off into this. And the person who actually approached me and told me this, he probably don't even remember. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, he's known in the neighborhood where I'm from in Macon, Pleasant Hill. You know what I'm saying? I was at Bacon Wave at the top. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where my family from. We're from the top side of Pleasant Hill in the bucket. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I was intrigued with the movie How High. You know what I'm saying? And Method Man, you know, in the movie How High, you'll notice that he was all different kind of color. You know what I'm saying? Bandanas, do-rags and bandanas, you know what I'm saying? But he would wear the bandana over his do-rag.
Yeah.
And I thought that shit was just, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was the finest thing ever, you know what I'm saying? Like not even really just thinking about where I come from, you know what I'm saying? And you know, what most of my people represent or whatever the case may be. I just thought that shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? And I went to Bacon Way, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, for whatever reason, the first bandana that I was about to buy was blue. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the homie from the hood or whatever, you know, he coming now. You know what I'm saying? And he was behind me at the register, you know, about to get whatever he about to get, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, nah, homie, you feel me? He was like, man, we don't rock like that around here. We ain't get no blue bandana around here, you feel me? I'm like, you know, I look at him, I always been a, you know what I'm saying, a hard head, you feel me? Like, whatever I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna do, you feel me? So I still end up getting it anyway, it wasn't no problem, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, in the neighborhood where I'm from, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, everybody know my family, you know what I'm saying? But, I started paying more attention at that point. You know, it hit me later on, you know, even as a kid, I'm like, you know, I ain't want me to get that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
how old you were, bro?
Man, I can't even really just tell you my. I probably
early teens, like
I probably wasn't even a teenager just yet. I
you was
probably
a jit.
I was a jit, but see, I did a man. Listen, you know, I've done a lot of crazy things as a jit. You know what I'm saying? Just being around, you know, uncles and his homies because I always hung around the older crowd. You know,
So
we done talked about that before. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the things that we can agree on. You know, I always hung out with the older crowd. I never hung around with kids my age because you know anybody that remember me, you know what I'm saying, they'll tell you, especially my family members. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't no bully or nothing like that, but you know I used to love to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like you know. I was with the dumb stuff. You feel me? You know, and really just trying to prove myself. You know what I'm saying? You know, to the older homies in the hood or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But cause I wanted to hang out with them. If I'm gonna be this, you know what I'm saying? Or if the family is this, or you know this side of this and that side of that. You know, like I said, at that time being young, you know, and being stubborn, I feel like if that's what I'm is, I can do what I want to do. You already, you know what I'm saying? You know me. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And I kind of broke out of that because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because as I got older, I seen that, you know, things was different and the politics was different in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do this and you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, man, shout out to Mom Dudes. You know, she tried to get me away from a lot of that stuff, man. You know, Mom Dudes. But I was kind of already too intrigued with what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, just being caught up in that, like I say, that was my worst mistake. You know what I'm saying? I ended up going to prison for a lot of activities that I was involved in. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I really began to see, You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, for those who were there for me, you know what I'm saying, having that reputable, you know, that reputation of being whoever you are, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell my little brothers, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of other young brothers, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I'll get it to you if you want it. Because it don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't mean nothing because when you go down, a lot of people who gonna be there for you ain't even your home. All they gonna do is scream free you. You know what I'm saying? And that shit ain't worth a motherfucking penny. You know, your money,
or you ain't even your home. All they gonna do is scream free you. You know what I'm saying? And that shit ain't worth a motherfucking penny.
You feel me? Believe me when I say that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I ran across a lot of real ones. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm here to say, man. You know, it ain't necessarily got to be people from your neighborhood because I still know a lot of people from my neighborhood that I grew up with. But you know, it's a lot of people from my neighborhood who I don't even know. It's a lot of people to this day that's in my neighborhood who ain't even really from my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And I don't owe nobody nothing. You gotta understand that you owe nobody nothing but to be a man. You know what I'm saying? And stand on every decision that you make. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, as I got older, man, you know, I kick it with OG Crips, you know what I'm saying, that stay in a different neighborhood, who probably wouldn't even have had me in their neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, as a younger age, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, GDs, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, and we just speaking on that side of the fence, you know what I'm saying, because we talking about mistakes, big mistakes that was made, you know what I'm saying, and what Nipsey was talking about, man, you know, got kids now, you know what I'm saying? A father figure, man, you know, trying to teach them not to go in that direction. But man, a husband, you feel me? Like, you know, and it's hard because the type of lifestyle that done extended now, you used to have to be a certain caliber of person to even be a part of that lifestyle, man.
Yeah, hold on. Let me chime in for a minute. Slow it down.
Yeah, man. But biggest mistake ever made, man, was just falling for that trick, man. Falling for the streets, man. You know what I'm saying?
Being intrigued by the street.
Falling for that false love, you know what I'm saying? And the best thing that ever happened to me was prison. You know what I'm saying? When I had that time to actually sit back and think, man, and take life for what it really was. You know what I'm saying? Listening to OGs that's locked up behind the wall telling me to get my life straight. You know what I'm saying? And forget about whatever it is that people on the streets talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because don't nobody want to be locked up. You know what I'm saying? But for the ones who gonna keep it solid and go do that time, it's hard time. You know what I'm saying? For the ones who didn't keep it real with you feel me? So yeah, man. Like you know, I'm gonna let the brother stop me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My bad, bro. And I ain't trying to cut you off, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just hit a whole number of things, and I appreciate how you brought that full circle. But I almost forgot what the hell we were talking about.
Hey,
you brought that ball back full circle though.
Most definitely, because like I say, it's all about, you know what I'm saying, the biggest mistake. You feel me? And like I said, I can go on about a lot of things. You feel me? And I can blame a lot of people for a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, just a part of growing up, learning accountability.
And you feel like, so, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go to another thing you said. But I'm just ask you a question. You ain't got to go too deep in detail unless you want to. But you feel like if you want to went down that road the way that you did, bro, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, not to just put yourself in a negative mindset or past mindset, but where you see yourself if you want to even went down that road. The shit that you were doing and thinking about the street now, you feel me? What you think you would have been doing? You know what I'm saying? Usually a person.
I mean, my daddy's side of the family is different from my mama's side of the family.
Same here.
So, you know, my daddy's side of the family was all about the sports. And you know, I got picked on a lot about that, you know what I'm saying, with my siblings and stuff like that. And I believe I got into a lot of fights about that, you know what I'm saying, not with people in the street because they didn't know that, you know what I'm saying. They just knew me from the people who I was related to in the hood, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, everybody always felt like, you know what I'm saying, I just had my daddy there, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, in which I did, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no discredit to that because he did, you know what I'm saying, what he needed to do as a man at that time, being a young man, because my parents were young when they had me. Right. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's the only thing I can say. You know what I'm saying? Like if I wouldn't have got intrigued with that, then I would have been in sports. You know what I'm saying? Because my daddy was he was a star athlete playing football. You know what I'm saying? A lot of his brothers. You know what I'm saying? They were star athletes in football and won around.
What position your dad played? I want to talk about football tonight too.
My daddy played. I was finna say wide receiver. My daddy played running back.
Oh, he was running back
for the Warner Robin Demons. You know what I'm saying? Hold records to this day.
Full South made it.
You know, man. Yeah, man. You know, we gonna represent Full South made all the way. That's what we stand on. We don't even, you know what I'm saying? Hood Guru Worldwide. We don't even claim no hoods right here no more, man. Cause we grown men, but we represent the whole Full South mate. You know what I'm saying? Not that ignorantness. You feel me? But the whole Full South mate. You know what I'm saying? Like for everybody who trying to better the community.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And but yeah, man, playing sports. You know what I'm saying? If I went so intrigued and you know what I'm saying, whatever it was that was going on in the streets that could make me some money, you know what I'm saying, I would have stayed playing football. You feel me? But I felt like that was in my way. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, like I said before, you know, as a child, that's one of the biggest trials that we face. You know what I'm saying? Being a child is having money. Like when you go into the store and you want something, your mama tell you, put that down, boy. You know what I'm saying? You got such and such money, you got this and that money, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know.
Better yet, don't touch it. Get your air on the spot.
Man, so, you know, at a young age, man, you know, like, you know, being in middle school and whatever, you know, the things that were popular at that time, you know, going to the skate range, to the movies or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we weren't born with no silver spoon, you feel me? And at the same time, I really kind of, I thank God for that, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's bittersweet, you know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't know the value of things today, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that was one of the things, man, you know, knowing, you know what I'm saying, the hardships that some of my family members face, but you know what I mean, even scratch that point, the hardships that my mother faced as a single mother, you know what I'm saying, you know, trying to pay these bills or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and the help that she did have, you know what I'm saying, like my mama always kept it G with me, you feel me? Like when I asked for stuff, you know what I'm saying, or when it came down to bills she had to pay, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be, like, you know, she don't have the money to give me to go out to the movie, she don't have the money to get me the shoes that I may want or whatever the case may be. And like I said, my daddy, you know, who did, you know what I'm saying, whatever it was that he felt that he had to do as a young black father, you know what I'm saying, with the odds already being stacked, you know what I'm saying, against him, you know, monetary wise, man, he was there, you know what I'm saying, but, you know, being in my life as much as I probably would have needed him to be, I'm not going to say, you know what I'm saying, as much as I wanted him to be or say how much he should have been in my life because I can't backtrack that much to say how much a young black man needs his father in his life. I can't say that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, physical appearance, you know what I'm saying, and being there actually showing me how to walk in a black man's footsteps, I feel like that would have helped a whole bunch instead of me looking at other men. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you know, of course, you know what I'm saying? I know he sent money, he gave me money, you know what I'm saying, to do this, that, and the third, but that's just money being given to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing with it whatever I feel like I need to do with it, you know what I'm saying, to get me some more.
It's like, you know, taking care of your responsibilities, you know what I'm saying, versus you taking care of your responsibility, but at the same time, it's still obligation that you know what I'm saying, that need to be met. And it ain't even got nothing to do with obligation.
Promise to you, man, this song